Look at the right front tires already off the wheel almost.
Look at that. Yeah, that's a big hit.
Is on the inside of the 14, and around he goes.
Jimmy Johnson on the apron, and the 14 comes down the racetrack.
These restarts are physical contact right there. Oh. Big spin. Chris Busher comes around. Bubba Wallace. Damage to the right side of the 17. Suspension there as we see the replay. And the 42 gets into the door of the 31. And the overcorrection back up the racetrack into Bowman.
Oh, big contact with the 78 as well. He had left the scene. We didn't see that originally. And here comes the 77.
Your tires just don't hook up for him. Around he goes in front of the field. Everybody doing a great job behind him.
Some interesting contact on the back straightaway.
Oh, yeah. What's going on here?
The 3 of Austin Dillon.
We'll get him here.
Oh, got a car on the wall.
There's 2 cars. Truex
Raining in turn 1.
It all of a sudden started to rain. All of a sudden just started raining really quickly in turn 1.
This is even repairable, and where they're at currently with multiple wins on the season, I'm just not sure, you know, the value. Oh,
He's got the window that down. Pushing the pace car.
I don't believe I would do that.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. Definitely going to draw the attention of NASCAR there.
33 for Brad Keselowski. He's going to win at New Hampshire Motor Speedway.
Credit one bank for Eric Almirola down into turn 1. Aiming to get his 3rd career win in his 374th start. Last win was in Talladega in October of 2018. This is going to put Eric Almirola into the playoffs. If he can make it through turns 3 and 4, he's got lap cars in front. But the lead is a little bit too big for Christopher Bell. Eric Almirola with the upset at New Hampshire. 2 starts. His first in New Hampshire. He'd be the 14th driver to win in 2022. So much success in the Xfinity Series. Been looking for some consistency and some wins now at the Cup level. Off turn 4 and nothing between him and the checkered flag. Christopher Bell wins at New Hampshire.
Excellent work, guys. Excellent work.
Bubble battle.
A lot more interesting.
Junior now 2 road course races and a super speedway race in Daytona. What could happen?
This is your checkered flag moment. Brought to you by Advance Auto Parts. Burn it down. Fans stuck around all day long through the weather delay and saw some awesome racing here in the last 2 days in New Hampshire. The racetrack's a lot of fun. These fans up here love racing.
Hello everyone and welcome to the New Hampshire Motor Speedway for the NASCAR Cup Series Crayon 301. Christopher Bell will start on the pole position. He's won their last 2 races alongside the 23 of Bubba Wallace as we are green and underway from the New Hampshire Motor Speedway. After yesterday's chaotic Xfinity Series race here in 2003, we never know what could just happen here in the Cup Series here at New Hampshire as Bell is working on the inside of Bubba Wallace. They are side by side. Bubba takes the lead down the backstretch as we got Chastain and Chase Elliott run side by side, so look towards the back of the field. Trouble under the wall. There was Cole Custer. He gets turned around in by Harrison Burton. There is contact, and the caution will come out on lap 1 at New Hampshire. Cole Custer gets turned into the outside wall hard. Big collision there with the 21 of Harrison Burton, and I believe that's the 42 of Noah. No, it's not Noah Gragson. That is the 3 of Austin Dillon, who collects some damage as well, as a hard hit for Cole Custer in the 51 into the side of Harrison Burton in the 21, and into the wall they go, which brings out the first caution flag of the day here in New Hampshire. You see everyone merging back on the track, back up to the front of the field, 3 wide, coming out of 4 here. Busher, Jones, Haley, a little bit of a squeeze. Everyone makes it back to the line. Bubba Wallace slides into the race lead as he leads away here in New Hampshire. And now we're going to move on to lap 74 here. This is going to be a one-lap dash, ladies and gentlemen, to end stage 1 in New Hampshire on lap 75. One out to decide the stage. Who's going to win it? Bubba Wallace leads stage 1 over Kevin Harvick, Chase Elliott, Martin Truex, and Christopher Bell. Your top 5s. They're going 3 wide already. Elliott to the inside of Harvick for 2nd place. They are racing hard for position. We got a bunch of lappers here in front of Priest, Ty Dillon, Gregson. Custer caution command is out. We're going to race back to start-finish line. Wallace leads the way. Harvick, Elliott, Bell, Truex stuck further back behind a couple of lap cars that Wallace is using as picks. And as they come out of turn 4 for the final time in stage 1, a little bit of contact between Bubba and Priest. But to the line, a caution is out. Bubba Wallace wins stage 1 here in New Hampshire over Kevin Harvick, Chase Elliott, Martin Truex, Christopher Bell, Reddick, Chastain, Hamlin, Suarez, and Kyle Busch. Your top 10 in stage 1. Bubba Wallace, stage 1 winner in New Hampshire. Now you get back underway here in stage 2 on lap number 80. Bubba Wallace leads the field back to the green over Harvick, Elliott, Truex, and Bell. You get the lappers on the inside of Priest and Austin Dillon. 3 wide. Austin Dillon sending it, trying to get by Priest and Harvick. There's going to be some contact. And around the outside wall they go. Up and over. Upside down goes Austin Dillon. Harvick, Priest wrecking. Chastain Truex hard hits. ARCA brakes in the back half of the field. Oh, and there's another huge crash. Dillon's on his lid. Blaney, Busher damage. Gregson, Logano, Gilliland. Oh my goodness, right from the front of the field, almost the whole field. Swartz gets destroyed. Big hit there for Briscoe. McLeod piles in the back end of that. The 48 of Bowman, I believe, is also involved back there. He squeezes in there. But Austin Dillon, too aggressive, trying to get back to the lead lap, clears himself, gets hooked by Ryan Priest, right into Kevin Harvick, head onto the outside while Dillon goes upside down. Harvick goes on his side. Priest slams down into Chastain and Truex, who both spin. Your leaders are scattering everywhere. Suarez gets stopped, gets hit by Busher and ARCA brakes. Blaney then ARCA brakes Busher. Then back there, Gilliland gets ARCA braked by Logano and Gregson. Bowman piles in. And this is just a huge pile up here in New Hampshire. The big one strikes with Austin Dillon going upside down. And this is our final replay of the incident. It's a whole huge heap of cars destroyed in the big one. Meanwhile, we got cars going all over the place on the grass trying to merge back on the racetrack. Oh, Byron door checks Keselowski, but back to the line. The few cars that survived. Bubba Wallace leading in New Hampshire, continues to dominate this race so far. As we on to lap 119, continuing to progress through stage 2 with only like 29 cars left in the race. Kyle Busch in the 8 has a DNF from the race. Unfortunately for Kyle, he will be done. So Kyle Busch still 3 wide situations all throughout the pack here. I mean, at any point an incident could develop. You never know when the big one will strike, like we just saw with Austin Dillon flipping up and over. My goodness, that was crazy. Now Keselowski goes to the inside of the 5 of Kyle Larson. They race side by side here through turn 3 and 4. 3 wide squeeze back here. McDowell, Yaley, such Denny Hamlin now making a move to the inside of Ross Chastain up here. Ty Gibbs lurking, trying to make his way up. He's having a solid top 5 run, as is Reddick, who clears Stenhouse. Larson now tries to peek to the inside of the 47. He will look to make a move back there. Squeeze. Oh, trouble. Ty Dillon around. Cindy saves it. And we stay green. What a save by Ty Dillon. We thought he was gone for sure. The caution still comes out regardless, because he did get spun in front of the pack right there by Suarez, but caution is out, but Ty Dillon, no damage sustained, keeps on going in the right direction. Eric Jones, Byron flying through the grass. Watch out, almost some contact. But they carry on just fine. We race back to the start-finish line with Bubba Wallace leading Christopher Bell and Chase Elliott, your top 3. That continues to be the same as we get back underway on lap 125. Continuing to progress through this second stage of racing. Larson trying to go 3 wide between Chastain and Elliott for 3rd. No luck there. Can't quite get the move. Right once again, Cole Custer with 51, stacking up lap cars here. Himself, Harrison Burton, and 22 Logano, a little bit of a slide. Contact with Priest. Oh, trouble. Eric Jones into the wall back there. He's going to come back into the pack, and we're wrecking big. McDowell into the wall. Ty Gibbs involved. Tyler Reddick, Bowman damaged as well. Ryan Newman may have caught a piece of that, and the caution comes out here at the New Hampshire Motor Speedway. As what a crazy turn of events. Jones comes flying back on the track, wipes out Michael McDowell, and then Ty Gibbs and Tyler Reddick, who are running inside the top 10, having very good runs, and collects the 48 of Bowman as well. These are some contenders, man, that we're going to take now. So what happens here is Michael McDowell clips Eric Jones, sends him down to the inside safer barrier hard. Jones comes flying right back up, takes out Michael McDowell, collects Reddick, Gibbs, and Bowman. On Eric Jones' side, that may have looked like an intentional right hook of McDowell. That looked intentional to me. So I don't know, man. Could be some suspicion on Eric Jones' part as you get the slow-mo replay that it could have been an intentional wreck. We'll see if NASCAR takes any action on this, but he comes flying right back up and destroys Michael McDowell and unnecessarily destroys Ty Gibbs, Tyler Reddick, and Alex Bowman's race cars. Who have nothing to do with this battle on the racetrack, but very questionable move by Eric Jones in that 43. Comes flying up and causes another huge crash here in New Hampshire. It must have been a crazy wreck-filled weekend with multiple hard crashes, ARCA braking incidents, you name it. They have all happened this weekend here at New Hampshire. And back at the front of the field, Bubba Wallace continuing to dominate here at New Hampshire. Now, pit stops after pit stops. Joey Logano has taken the lead here at New Hampshire on lap 130 with 171 laps to go. Logano leads this race. As we look throughout the field, seeing three wide situations developing. Multiple cars still in the race for the last incident. Oh, Larson trouble sideways. Oh, into the wall goes Tyler Reddick and Ty Gibbs. And they had just gotten in that last crash with Eric Jones. And now this time, Christopher Bell in the 20 sends it too deep and cleans out his Toyota teammates of Reddick and Gibbs. Into the wall they both go. That will put an end to their competitive days for sure this time. Bell just drives in too deep and nowhere for Reddick to go. Gets hooked into the wall hard by Ty Gibbs. And two Toyotas out of the race and out of contention here in New Hampshire after being wrecked by their own teammate nonetheless. As we continue the battle throughout the field, Christopher Bell continues to try to charge his way back up to contention. He knows he has a top 3 car, but he's stuck back in traffic, can't get anywhere. So remain back under caution as we get back to your race leaders. Hamlin may have jumped Logano, but Logano still scores the leader. Now Hamlin leads on the restart here on lap 135. Bubba Wallace runs in second. Chase Elliott third. How about BJ McLeod, P4? And AJ Allmendier's their top 5. So McLeod running in fourth, have a career day. Live Fast Motorsports. 3 wide back here. Eric Almirola, Suarez, and Cindric. A little bit of tight contact down the back. Oh, there was Noah Gragson. He gets sent to the infield. He gets spun by the 10 of Almirola. He saves it. He continues going, but Gragson gets completely spun around. And oh, into the wall hard. McDowell, Newman, and Custer go into the wall. A double Rick Ware Racing takeout as well as the 34 for front row. That's Michael McDowell. Let's see what happened here. The whole replay of the incident. We're going to see the incident with Gragson getting junked by the 10 right there on the inside. Then everyone's scattering. Newman is running alongside Custer and Burton. And Custer hooks McDowell right head on to the outside wall. Newman takes a hard lick as well in the 15. And so those guys are destroyed. Eric Jones come back on the racetrack. He's going to get contact, slam the 21 in the wall. We have a huge crash down the front straightaway. Truex, Suarez, Briscoe, cars in the air, slamming into each other. Ty Dillon involved and Kyle Larson in the 5 collected as well. The whole track was blocked. Once Suarez moved, Bowman and Chastain were able to get by on the outside, but the 43 T-bones the 14 of Chase Briscoe, slams the 5 of Kyle Larson. Now we get a triple replay of 3 incidents all in this one lap. Gragson dumped by Eric Almirola. And then Cole Custer turns Michael McDowell head on to the outside wall and takes out his teammate Ryan Newman in the process behind us. There they go, hard in the wall. And then here coming out of 4, Chastain clears himself on Truex and takes out Suarez and Briscoe. They go spinning across the track, and Jones gets slammed hard into Kyle Larson. Justin Haley gets damaged. Ty Dillon slams into the back end of this, and a huge crash down the front stretch here in New Hampshire. As Denny Hamlin leads continuously here through stage 2 on lap 140 as the chaos continues here in New Hampshire. Only 24 cars left in this race, if you can believe that. With all these incidents, Ryan Preece, Lapper looking at him through the middle, Allmendier, Chastain, the 10, Eric Almirola, Christopher Bell here racing Byron and Stenhouse. A little bit of a squeeze, almost into the fence. Save it, they do. We stay green, we continue racing. Trouble, Bubba. Ooh, Bubba Wallace almost got turned by Daniel Suarez. That could have been dramatic. That's your dominant car of the day right there. Back in traffic, could have been taken out right there by the 99. My goodness, that would have been something. As they race back to the line, everyone seems to be keeping it straight and organized here in stage 2 at New Hampshire. Race at the mid-pack here. Logano, Gibbs, Bowman, Larson, Stenhouse back here battling it out. The survivors of all the incidents so far today. A little bit of a squeeze here. Larson going to get clipped by Custer, and around goes Kyle Larson. He gets turned by Custer, and Ty Dillon's around down the back stretch. He also gets clipped in this incident. Out of this episode, here's what happened. We get a view from Ty Dillon. You see Custer junks Kyle Larson, then he comes right back up, slams Ty Dillon, who nowhere for the car inside of him. That's Suarez to go, turns the 77 into the wall, and a double whammy there, knocks out Larson and Ty Dillon. As the endless wrecks continue Unbelievable what's happening here. As Chase Elliott battles Hamlin for the lead. Now we move on to the last lap of stage 2. The 9 of Chase Elliott leading this race over the 20 of Christopher Bell. They're your top two battling it out for the stage win. As of course the 9 of Elliott, he really wants to get this stage win, because this would be huge, especially if he can win this race for his playoff hopes, as he is right now the bottom seed of the winners. Of course, we have 16 winners. He is the 16th. He is 16 out of 16. He's 33rd in the point standings. It is pretty much impossible that he gets through the playoffs to be more than 16 winners unless he gets his second win. As Chase Elliott wins stage 2 in New Hampshire, Christopher Bell in third. Bell second, Bubba Wallace in third. Denny Hamlin comes home fourth in stage 2. Justin Haley, BJ McLeod, top 5 in stage 2. How about that? Sixth for Martin Truex. Cindric edges out Allmendinger for 7th. Joey Logano 9th, and William Byron is at your top 10. So how about that? Chase Elliott wins stage 2 and is now one stage away from winning, and here we are with a restart. With just 3 laps to go in New Hampshire, Chase Elliott has 10 cars between himself and second place Bubba Wallace. Because of how long the green flag run has gone to, he just had a caution that brought out this pretty much overtime restart. 3 to go for the 9 of Chase Elliott. He is ways ahead of Bubba Wallace, who's in second, and even comfortably ahead of the first lap car behind him, the 78 of BJ McLeod, who is still running in 8th, about to get Living Fast Motorsports' second ever top 10 finish as an organization. Bubba Wallace, he's trying to charge through back here. Him, Bell, and Hamlin, they are 3 fast Toyotas. They are trying to do everything they can to get back up into contention, but Chase Elliott is cruising to victory lane. Now 2 laps to go in New Hampshire for the 9 team of Chase Elliott, about to punch his ticket officially secured into the NASCAR playoffs with his second win of the season. This would tie him at the top of the board for winners with Christopher Bell, Ryan Blaney, and Brad Keselowski, who have all won multiple races this season. And this returned Chase Elliott's injury-ridden season from being a miserable 33rd in points, hoping to God there's not another winner that's new, to now possibly being through and focusing on the championship. As the caution is out, white flag and the caution flag in the air. Daniel Suarez has been crashed. As let's get a full rewind. It looks like he was in the grass. Something happened here before. Oh, we had 2 separate instances here. Denny Hamlin, 11, dumps the 99 in Daniel Suarez, trying to get every position possible. He dumps the 99 to move him out of his way. Then Suarez comes right up on the track and gets turned head on by Harrison Burton. A huge lick in the outside wall. That knocks Suarez out of the race and pretty much seals the deal for Chase Elliott, as he comes through 3 and 4 for the final time here to take the caution flag and the checkered flag to win this race and become a 2-time winner in 2023 and put himself through officially into the playoffs as a 2-time winner this season. Exactly what Chase Elliott wants to see. As taking the checkered flag, Chase Elliott wins at New Hampshire, and he gets the second win of the season. He's definitely through the playoffs now. Your runner-up is going to be the 23 of Bubba Wallace, a ways back. And then 3rd place is going to go to the 11 of Denny Hamlin. 4th place, the 20 of Christopher Bell. 5th, Truex. 6th, Allmendinger. 7th, Cindric. And then 8th place can be the 78 of BJ McLeod. A career run for him and Live Fast Motorsports. 9th, William Byron. The 48 of Alex Bowman rounds out your top 10 as Hendrick places 3 guys in the top 10. As Chase Elliott gets a win here in New Hampshire. 2-time winner this season. Doesn't matter where he's in points anymore. He's through to the playoffs, and now that moves that cut line. Austin Dillon now on the bubble of the winners so far, sitting 31st in the points. He'll be on that bubble. See the race results on the left side of your screen. You're going to see the updated playoff grid shortly. Like the updated playoff grid, of course, Chase Elliott slots in 3rd with the second win of the season, joins the 4 multi-time winners. And back around the cut line, Austin Dillon, now the first playoff driver on the bubble, sitting 29th in the points, and Chris Buescher, not that far ahead, 24th in the points, 15th on the playoff grid. Those are the 2 currently in danger right now. All the guys out of the playoffs remain the same, as we had a repeat winner. So until the next episode from Pocono, I hope you all have a good one.